right. We are in business for some Warframe. Let's do this. Alright, good. My tennis dearest, perfect. So, oh yeah, I forgot about this event. Amalgam, shotgun virus, amalgam, bag of diffusion, amalgam, organ shatter. Oh yeah, I was trying to get a mod. I remember. I wanted to get a mod, but I didn't get the mod that I wanted. Anyway. Before I start my podcast, let me see what we got here. Twin Viper Raid Blueprint. I'm pretty sure I have that already. Twin Viper Raid Blueprint. Let's see. Twin Viper Raid Blueprint. I feel like I should have it. Mutagen Mass. I'm gonna do it. Alright, cool. I'm gonna do that. Wait. Where I can see it in my WARFRAME. Inventory. Viper. I don't? I could have swear I had it. Twin Groteka, Twin. Alright then. I guess. Well then I'm gonna do both. That's perfect. Let's go.
Day I fucked up by coming into a coconut.
I know that story. Everybody knows that story.
You were supposed to milk the coconut.
It's a
not the other way
disgusting
around.
story.
Oh no, the coconut can milk you. As John would say, the cookussy.
Oh.
The what now?
Again.
Oh.
I will never be this down bad.
I hope nobody
My
is.
wife's been gone for a week, and I am sad, but never crossed my mind.
Yeah, like if you're
Yeah, okay, I
this
did it. That's
down
why I thought I
bad,
had
just
it.
buy a sex toy, right? Like,
Bro,
just-
like
Pretty much.
what is it?
a fleshlight.
I recently learned what a Tenga egg is. I don't know how it works, but apparently it's an egg you can fuck.
Oh,
Just
they'd be
get
selling that
friends.
shit at like Daiso or
Okay.
not Daiso.
Yeah, Don Quixote. Don Quixote. Yeah, I don't understand how you could fuck an egg, but
I don't want to
there's
know.
a way apparently.
I actually
Okay.
don't want to know. I am not curious.
This is not an ad for Tenga eggs. Maybe I should. Unless.
I'll bleep it.
All right. This TIFU didn't happen today, but quite a few years back.
I need to stop eating. Can't be eating while you listen to this story. You're gonna fucking throw up. It's so disgusting. Right. I remember the first time I heard it, the second time I heard it, and now it's gonna be the third time I hear it. Each time told by different people, each time the trauma remained. Alright, let's go.
For obvious reasons, I'm using a throwaway account as my family knows my main Reddit username.
Wild.
Anyway, around 8 years back, I lived in northern Mozambique, a coastal southern African country with quite a warm climate. My mother at the time was going through a quote-unquote health nut phase. And wild phrasing for this.
You went through a coconut phase.
You quite the nut phase yourself, brother. And only buying foods she deemed healthy enough. One of these foods were coconuts. She would buy several coconuts a week to use in food from the local market. Anyway, being a horny teenager, I fapped in regular intervals. Unfortunately, there were some severely stressful examinations coming up for me, and as such, my fapping reached a higher peak than usual, and I was feeling pretty sexually frustrated. One day, I hear that my mother is going to be out for pretty much the entire afternoon. Horny me decides that it would be a fantastic idea to fuck a coconut.
See, that's the thing. I recently learned that the reason why we have certain STDs is because of men fucking animals. My point is, throughout the entire history of mankind, is there a moment where men are going to stop putting their wee-wee everywhere? Because I can't. This is ridiculous. Nobody should be down bad enough to fuck a coconut. I can't relate, and I know that I don't know a single woman who doesn't have a disorder. Because, like, I feel like women would need to have an actual mental disorder to do something like that. So, yeah. Oh, child.
Honestly, to this day, I can't fathom why I thought that would be a good idea, but my train of thought back then was clearly somewhat clogged. I end up grabbing the coconut drill, and through 20-ish minutes of concerted effort, end up creating a hole large enough for me to stick my porker into.
Oh, la la.
Yeah, that is determination. Being like steadily horny for 20 minutes.
20 minutes of drilling a hole, and not one time are you like, this is...
Hey, yo, this is not a good idea.
This is crazy.
Or is it like 10 minutes in, you're like, well, I've already spent 10 minutes doing this.
It's like that riddle.
Now fuck the coconut now?
Like that joke, you swim halfway to the island. Oh, I'm swimming all the way back. It's like,
Yeah. You might as well just finish the swim.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Oh, God. I decide it requires some lube and grab the nearest slippery thing, some butter, before shoving it into the coconut, followed shortly by my own meat. I fucked the coconut.
What is wrong with
And it
men?
actually feels pretty damn good. I blow my load and then shove the coconut under my bed and then continue about my day.
What the fuck?
Why didn't you throw it away? Are you saving
Well,
it for
he wants to
seconds?
use it for later.
Get a fresh one.
Oh, God,
That's just
Jesus
wasteful.
Lord.
Son, have you seen my coconut? I swear I bought like 20 and we're down. I'm missing half.
Oh,
Why's your bed so lumpy?
just
Jeebus.
For the next week, the coconut is my savior.
Oh.
With the
used butter fucking cum-filled coconut? Are you serious?
Oh
brother.
my God.
Whenever I want to get off, I simply take it
Oh.
out and fuck it in its delightfully tight hole, made better each time by accumulating volumes of my semen.
No, stop.
butter
No,
acting
I
as
can't.
lubricant?
This is disgusting. This is
I wanna
disgusting.
throw
This
up.
is
I feel
disgusting.
sick.
Foul.
This
This
is
is
actually
fucking
fucking
foul,
disgusting.
y'all.
I hate this.
This is disgusting.
maybe you should put this in the. Josh edited this to the
We're
end.
starting off. We're starting off hot.
The drop off is
Uh.
crazy on analytics.
It is heaven. Now, before I continue, I'd best mention that at the time, our area was experiencing quite humid and muggy weather, which exacerbated an already existing fly problem. Disgustingly fat, bloated flies were commonly found around our house, and the exterminators couldn't really do anything because it was a localized area problem that would go away in the winter. About a week and a bit after the initial coconut fuck, I had been using it pretty much every single day since then. I began to notice a few more flies than usual as well.
Oh, Jesus
as
Christ.
well as an odd, unpleasant smell about my room.
Yeah, I wonder what
You
the fuck that could be.
Must be the coconut, right?
Yes.
So I decide that I'll fuck it once more before I throw it out and get a new one.
What are you
This guy's a-
doing?
This guy's a nutcase. Fuck.
Find Jesus, OP.
Holy.
Oh, what is
I
wrong
want to
with
cry hearing
people?
this.
Oh, and it gets worse, y'all.
How?
Worst mistake I have ever made.
Oh, Jesus.
You see, the reason for the increased number of flies was that the coconut was
Hey,
evidently,
Sable.
in hindsight, a nearly perfect place to lay eggs.
Yeah, obviously.
As I penetrate the coconut one last time, I begin to feel a strange wriggling sensation. Puzzled, I pull my cock out, discover that it is covered in rotted and moldy butter and semen, and teeming with tiny fucking maggots.
I hate everyone that suggested this story.
You guys are Wikimaniacs
I
the
need
asshole
Jesus.
for making us fucking.
Yes.
What is this?
I will never listen to you guys ever again.
Oh,
I
this
will
is
start to
so
source my own
disgusting.
stories. I'm
God.
done.
We're shutting the subreddit down.
This is it. I'm fucking sick of y'all at this point.
Wait, I'm
Did
taking
I say
lost.
thank you a few minutes ago? Fuck that.
It's
No,
crazy.
I'm just kidding.
that all of the famous Reddit stories that y'all have made us read, Ogtha is surprisingly the most wholesome and
Yeah,
fun.
honestly.
This makes Ogtha seem okay, actually.
Yeah.
This makes poop knife seem normal.
Poop knife
knife
was
is good,
fine
actually.
You know
compared to
what?
this.
Not that bad. Slug
that
story, the worst thing I've ever fucking read. If you
This is second. This is goddamn second.
if you're an audio listener, we did it on the live stream on YouTube. Go don't check don't check it out. I won't promote it.
And actually, please do for the numbers. Just do it. Play
Check it
it, but just quietly. Don't listen to the story, but still stream it.
Well, it's the last story, so just get through the episode
Hey.
and dip out right at the end.
True,
Yeah.
true.
They were wriggling all over my dickhead, and some were even trying to force their way up into my urethra.
Oh no.
Why did you start with this? I don't want to do this episode anymore.
I'm gonna ramp up. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing
Bitch,
but up
I
from
want to
here.
jump off a cliff after this story.
Bro, what
It's
the
nothing but up
fuck?
from here. It cannot get one. I picked my stories 2 days ago, so I do not remember if they do or not.
Oh.
I just
But
need the
feel like
story to
there's
be
no way.
over with.
I screamed and threw the coconut against the wall, which made the situation worse by
Wait,
spilling all of the contents.
Yeah.
oh,
Crazy.
Hours of vigorous cock scrubbing, vomiting, and cleaning the remnants were spent reflecting on what the fuck I was doing with my life.
right?
Never again. Never again. Too long didn't read. Do not fuck coconuts.
That was too long and I regret reading.
You could never waterboard.
You
this
could never
information out of
waterboard-
me. Even if you
Batman could
waterboarded
not
me with
beat
Dasani,
this
the
out
worst
of me.
water out there. You cannot get this information out. Fuck no.
Bro,
Fuck no. This is gross. This is disgusting.
I did on Let's Start a Cult, my old podcast. I did a cult called the Coconut
With
Cult,
me.
where people died. This is the worst story I've heard with a coconut. Oh
Mm.
man,
You Wikimaniacs are sick.
Oh, Jesus
you made
Christ.
Artie listen to it too.
Sick.
Oh.
She's just
Y'all
innocent.
need therapy.
It's the craziest part was when we were in the live chat and people were like, "You haven't heard the coconut cult or the coconut story?" And I'm like, now I'm like, I wish I hadn't. I
Yeah.
wish, why is that? Why do I have to listen to this?
I want to run bleach in my ears and my brain at this moment.
It's the imagery. Like you get stuck with the imagery of it
Yeah.
all.
Also,
it's so
like,
disgusting.
This thing has been deleted and then posted on different subreddits multiple times, it looks like. Because this
Yes.
is coming from r/copypasta.
It
Yeah.
should be
So it was
permanently
probably posted
deleted from the
elsewhere, I
internet.
assume.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Are copy pastas real? I forget.
I forget.
Could be.
Yeah.
We're probably like the worst Reddit podcast.
As far as fact checking.
as far
We
as,
admit to it.
as far as like reading the most like
Disgusting.
I guess upvoted most popular stories. There's one that I wanted to do, but I read it and I'm like, I don't think I want to make you guys listen to it. I think it's called the Swamp of something Agoda or something like that. Agoba.
Is it worse than this?
It's in par. Like it's pretty disgusting.
All right, well, you made
Or
the right
Swamps
point.
of Dagobah or something like that. But with Maniacs,
Live
if you
stream
send
goal.
I don't
you
think I
said-
can handle
During the
more.
live stream. You make us read it during the live stream.
yeah, that one was bad.
Oh, all right. let's get a little palate cleanser. This one is
Please.
gonna be wholesome. This is coming from r/benign existence, coming from a goat, blood unicorn Valkyrie. This is titled I Can't Move.
Why?
You'll find out.
Was it from a good time? Because if it is,
No,
Jesus,
I'm not.
that's
not
where your
after
mind
this.
goes?
damn
It's
it!
been for a while, unfortunately.
Yeah, I need another week, I think.
December's gonna be coconut merch.
Wild.
Uh,
A coconut, a roach, a fucking slug, just all of the worst goddamn stories. A poop knife.
poop knife, I'm down to sell.
Well, they
Poop
sell
knife
actual poop knife.
Is nothing
knives.
compared
Yeah,
to that
I want them
one.
to sponsor us.
That would be awesome. All right. I can't move. My girlfriend is sleeping on my chest. Her dad's 17-year-old cat is sleeping on my legs. And her 4-year-old kitty is sleeping on my ankles.
Oh,
I cannot move. I am claustrophobic. I have 3 warm-blooded beasts baking me alive with their combined body heats after I gave all 3 of them good scratches. The dog also did a blitzkrieg of love and assaulted me with scritches and kisses, and she is a chonker. Missed toward my face and sped off into the darkness. The fan is off. My legs are sweating. This is my penance. I met her cats 4 years ago, and she warned me they are grumpy, especially the 17-year-old. He eats all other 4 cats' food as well as the dogs. He is an asshole, chooses random beds to piss on, and could not be healthier, according to his vet.
wow.
I suspect he'll live until
Random
30.
bed to piss on is crazy.
86 hours later, and they are all over me. I cannot move. But honestly, I don't want to move. This is all I've ever dreamed of.
Hell yeah. That's me every night, to be honest. I'm like, I'm so fucking hot. Oh man. That's I love that. Yeah, sometimes the crankiest cats are the cuddliest too.
And it makes it better because they hate everybody, and when they go to you, it's just like, oh, I feel special.
Yeah. Like, oh, I'm the chosen one.
Yeah, accept your fate, brother. Just take it.
Until your legs are under the covers and you move them slightly, and then your cat
Yeah.
starts attacking your feet. Please,
Dude,
I just try to
Chip-
get comfy.
If you leave a toe out of the blanket, Chip will. Like, oh my fucking God.
That's
How
what
many
this
times-
one does.
I've woken up so many times just because, like, full toe completely in the mouth. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Get a goddamn grip.
Who loves bunions?
Yeah.
It's not even the bunion, it's the toe. Full pinky or thumb toe, right?
Wow.
Yeah, the big toe.
The big toe. Yeah. That's impressive.
Completely submerged in the mouth. What is
Holy.
this?
It's got a foot thing.
I
Yeah.
know. Weird. All right, this next one is coming from r/self.
Please don't say coming from like the rest of the story, like the rest of the episode. That'd be great. Thank
Coming
you.
in.
r/coconuts.
Stop.
This is coming from r/self, coming from yet another goat riding giraffe. This is titled, Saw Something in My Girlfriend's Note app that she didn't want me to see. This is another wholesome one, y'all.
Oh, okay.
I ruined that. I should have just let the suspense, but I'm letting it rise, and then next story will be a drop, and then a little bit of a rise.
You know I hate roller coasters.
It's a bumpy one.
Wee.
So yesterday, I was helping my girlfriend plan some tasks, and we had the Notes app open on her computer. I saw on the list of notes a page called Conversations. I can't read. I almost said conversions.
Convert him.
Conversations. I'm still thinking of the first story. That man needs Jesus. I clicked it and saw a list of topics, primarily things that I'm really interested in. She was keeping a list of future conversation starters. She got embarrassed and said, you weren't supposed to see that. I laughed and told her that I used to do the exact same thing when I was in middle school and I had a crush. We have been dating for 3 years
Cute.
and we are 25-year-old adults. But she was making notes of conversation topics like a kid with a crush. I was
Aw.
so touched by this level of effort, I almost teared up. I feel so loved.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
Aw.
I feel like he's lulling us into a false sense of security, though. Sean, to be fair, not.
I have a feel. This is like that one guy who created a Pokédex and shared as his college friends.
Oh, God.
This is not the same thing.
She low-key, she probably broke his heart, and then that was his villain era.
Whoa.
And, you know,
Damn.
did that.
What a
We
Tragic.
don't know.
what an extrapolation from such a sweet story.
Now I was gonna say, like, mine is not conversation starters. I have like a list. I don't know if you guys see it, but on my phone app, it's a list of like Juliet's like to go orders. So that way, if we end up like,
Oh, yeah.
she's like, hey,
Yeah.
what do you feel like having? She's like, hey, I want to try this place. So I'm like, okay, I'll just go head over there, and I already know exactly what she wants. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's
Aw.
kind of nice. It's like it's the little things that means a lot, especially in like a long committed relationships like that. So like that. It's I feel like they're gonna have a happy life ahead of them.
Yeah, it's cute. It's nice that she's putting in that amount of effort into the stuff that you're interested in. So
Yeah.
I hope he does the same to her.
Oh,
and
Jesus.
Yeah, that's a recipe for a healthy relationship, as John said.
Oh. Are we ready for more despair?
I mean,
You've had enough wholesome stories? Are you ready to drop back down?
Yeah, my stomach's not in my throat yet.
All right, here we go. This is coming from r/relationship ground score advice, coming from 2 times in one episode, writing giraffe.
bah.
This is
Got it.
my
Let's go.
husband, 30-year-old male, wants to go on a trip to have, quote unquote, one last fun night before we try for kids, saying that my past wrongs are the reason. What do I, 29 female, do?
Wait, what?
Leave them.
Yeah.
Wait, excuse
this
me,
is not a healthy
what?
relationship.
No.
If he hasn't, I mean, I don't know what your past wrongs are, but it doesn't matter. You should have like come to a some sort of conclusion to that if he wanted to stay with you. So if he's bringing it up years later, then that's pretty shitty.
Yeah, and you guys gonna try to start a family
That's a
with that much baggage
terrible
between
mindset.
you two. You shouldn't bring a life like that when you guys can even have a mutual understanding of what the fuck's going on. So
100%.
Hi, Shins.
Bad idea.
120.
All around.
Husband, 30 male, and I, 29 female, have been together since high school. A year into our relationship, I regrettably cheated on him. I was stupid and regretted the whole thing, so I told my now husband, boyfriend at the time, the day right after. Now, I'm not saying that me coming out clean makes things easier or better. It didn't. I begged him to forgive me and to stay, and for half a year, we were not together. After 6 months, we decided to try and restart our relationship. It took a lot of work and was definitely hard getting through the first few years. But after we healed, years later, we got happily married. Now, we are 6 years married and planning to try for a kid next year.
So it's been like 9 years. 10
Yeah.
years maybe. I don't know.
At the very least, they're 30 and 29. At the very least, what, like 11 years?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like
Yeah.
this
it's
is
just it's
well,
decade-long
crazy
relationship.
If he's bringing up the cheating from what, grade 9 or 10 to
Well, they just said high school.
Yeah, I'm just guessing.
So even if it was senior year,
yeah.
can I just kill Ricky?
No, you missed it. I saw it fly by.
Fuck.
Are you fucking a coconut?
I don't want to hear the
Oh,
word
Ricky's been
coconut
way
again.
back.
Yeah.
Y'all remember Reddit on
I'm
Ricky.
disgusted.
Nah, can't get the first story out of my head though.
I wish we could.
After the terrible ordeal at the start of our dating relationship, we have figured out how to communicate with each other and we have built trust. So I don't know if this is because we have such great communication that he expressed this to me, but before we have a kid, he wants to go on a trip to quote unquote have one fun night. Mind you, he said something a bit more vulgar, but we have potty mouths naturally. used my former mistake as a reason for this.
How
That in some way he deserves this. Now, I just stood at the sink doing the dishes speechless. Like, where did all my good communication go in that moment? Because I did not know how to tell him how much I hated that idea.
Yeah. Listen, like, it is terrible that she cheated. But again, this was 10 years ago. It sounds like she's made an active change to be a better partner.
This was literally
She
10
was
years
also,
ago. If he
know,
hasn't
a
healed,
teenager, not an excuse, but
should have
still
came
you
back
learn
together.
and grow as you get older. And so him bringing this up as an excuse why he should get a free pass is terrible. What are you talking about? This is not how that works.
Yeah, no, I agree with that, Josh. Like, to me, the cheating is an unforgivable act. So if he really felt that type of way, then he should have ended it right there and then. It seemed like she put in the work. She was very apologetic. Again, like what Josh is saying, I'm not excusing her behavior for cheating. I don't care what the age is at that point. Like, that's something that you don't do to a partner. But she put in the work. The guy went in a mutual understanding that, hey, we're going to put the work in together. And then all of a sudden, like, things got better. They, settled their differences and all that. But the fact that he's holding that as ammunition, as a weapon to use against her when they're trying to make a big life altering decision as bringing a kid, that's fucked up for him to do. Because if he's really not into that type of shit, he should have done that and said, like, hey, you're a cheater. I'm not with it anymore. You're an asshole for stringing her along and kind of making her
10 years.
work for it when you're gonna use that trump card later on down the line. And I hate that shit.
Obviously, I'm desperately in love with this man, and he has been everything to me. Telling me to leave him right off the bat is not advice. Telling me I get what I deserve is not advice.
That's crazy.
I need the help or courage or
she was
both
in high school
to speak with
Come
him
on.
about this matter. How do I approach it? How do I say I don't like it? How do I just say no? This may be an anonymous rant because I'm too scared to tell my best friend or therapist, so I'm here telling strangers.
Baby, this is no. Oh my god. Tell your best friend and your therapist, you silly person. Are you fucking crazy? You don't go on Reddit when you have a therapist. Reddit is for people who don't have a support system and or can't afford therapy. If you have a support system and a therapist, that means that you know damn well what both your best friend and your therapist is going to say. They're going to say that it's unacceptable and that you don't have to accept it, that it's not fair of him to bring back a mistake that you did in high school 10 years ago, and he was supposed to have forgiven you, which is the reason why you guys came back together. You going on Reddit because you don't want to hear the sound reasoning of your best friend and your therapist should already tell you everything that you need to know about the situation. Go tell your fucking therapist. If you can't afford one, use it. God damn. Reddit is like literally the place where you have 13 and 14 years old telling you to leave your boyfriend, which most of the time they should. But that's beside the point. Most of these anonymous accounts are not even fucking adults or mental health professionals. Is this shit fucking bugged? Like, how many times are we gonna have to deal with it? Because we've been here for a while.
I mean, you shouldn't be afraid to tell your therapist either, but if you're looking for advice, I would sit them down and tell them basically what John and I both just said. Hey, I realize what I did in the past was fucked up, but that doesn't mean that it gives you a pass to sleep with someone else. Like, this is a relationship between us two. If you don't want that, then
I feel like it's
this
bugged.
is over.
Like, why are we
And so
still
you're
here?
giving him the choice on whether to end it or not. Like exactly what John said. You shouldn't be bringing a life into this relationship if he's not 100% committed to you. So that's kind of my advice right there.
Yeah, and what she deserves was being broken up to right there and then when the situation happened.
And he did.
That's what I felt like. And yeah, and that's what she deserved back then. But like what we were kind of mentioning already, Josh and I were kind of putting it already, like she put in the work. Like I don't like things being weaponized here and that. And if there's an advice I can give you, kind of what Josh already said, like sit him down and say, hey, put the ball in this court, you know, and say like, hey, if you're really gonna try to cheat and use what I did in the past as like, you know, against
Is
me,
there something
then
that
maybe
needs
this
to do
isn't
here?
a good relationship to like move forward with. So
Because what the fuck?
I feel icky about this guy.
Tell him to go fuck a coconut.
Jesus
Can we stop
Christ, I'm trying to
talking
forget.
about
I would say this,
coconut?
like, I agree with you guys completely, 100%. And this is why I could not be this dude. Because I maybe forgive, I could never forget. And for that reason, I could just never
Same.
be. I could never take somebody back after.
Which is fair. Yeah.
Even in high school. So yeah, I think him taking her back and then like wasting all those years of both of their lives is fucking heinous and criminal. Because me personally, if I ever took somebody back the whole time, anytime they did something wrong, I'd be like, that's crazy. Remember that one time? Yeah, and I would just be the most petty, worst partner ever. I would not be able to help it.
Yeah.
Anytime you complain about me in the slightest bit, I'd be like,
I mean, we have
"Remember that
killed
one
them
time?"
You fucking cheated, bitch. Remember that
over
shit?
and over and
Cheated on
over
me?
again. Am I
That's
fucking?
crazy.
Am I tripping?
So yeah, I just could never do it because I just would not be able to not be petty.
Which is
and
fair.
Yeah, I could never forget.
Yeah. Which is what I'm saying. Like he should just.
Yeah, he
if
should have done that.
If he
From the
can't
jump.
be in that relationship, he shouldn't be in that relationship. Yeah.
Exactly. All right.
Was there an update? I was waiting.
Oh, not really. There are some comments if you'd like me to read it.
Sure.
Let's hear some.
Okay, so a lot of people, it seems like a lot of these are all from the bottom of the, for the most part. They all have negative karma.
Oh God.
But
Okay.
here we go. This person writes, so you had an affair, but you don't want him to? What the fuck? So what's good for you isn't good for him? Oh,
10
Oh,
years ago,
please, give me a
people.
break.
10 plus. It's definitely plus.
10 plus, a breakup for over a year, and they got back together.
6 months.
Or whatever.
still.
Yeah, still.
Long enough.
Long enough.
Especially 6 months in high school feels like a
Forever.
year in normal life.
Yeah. So, yeah. And they've been in a healthy relationship up until this point. So it's just like, what do you mean this is like a revenge? Yes, what she did was bad, but that doesn't make 10 years
Nah,
later
this
him
shit is
bringing it
love
up
for
to
real, for
use
real.
so he could fuck someone.
You
Okay.
shouldn't still be here.
Yeah. To which OP says, my affair in high school has nothing to do with my question. I asked for communication advice. If he leaves, he leaves. If he goes and does it, and I can't live with it, I leave. Simple as that. I asked for how others would speak to their partners when they're too awkward to broach the subject. Because guess what? I get it. Therefore, I couldn't say no right away. I didn't even say anything. But you go on a rant about nothing relating to my question. And that also got negative karma.
Hers got negative karma?
Yeah, Reddit is wild.
Holy fuck.
They both got negative karma.
Full of dumbass incels.
Most likely.
Here's somebody else. I don't think they commented back, but it was a lot of upvotes. Any ground score positive, ground score 9658 says he resents you. You don't have children with someone who resents you. You don't have a marriage when someone resents you. You can keep going, but you won't last.
I do wonder if he had truly forgiven her. Like this whole time
exactly.
and was
Clearly
just like,
didn't.
yeah, you know, water under the bridge. And then he found someone he wanted to fuck and was just like, I need a reason. That could also be it. So
Could be.
That tends to be.
shitty either way, but
Unless he was plotting
Alright,
it for the last 10 years. It's like, I'm gonna get her ass back.
This is no going
It's gonna be my
nowhere.
turn to hurt her
Because
feelings.
he could just be like, I could just date other people. Like, it's
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you could have just fucking been on your way and fucking hook up with whoever you wanted.
yeah.
It's insane. Okay. Last one. This one is from Netflix Trackbot. Writes, so when you were young, you stabbed him in the chest. It really hurt him and you regretted what you did and spent years making up for it. And he stayed with you. Now, 10 years later, he lets you know that he has a knife and would like to stab you too. And you should let him.
What?
What the fuck? Two wrongs don't make anything right. It's clear that he's never forgiven you for what you did. Given how hard it is to forgive a cheater, that's not that surprising. But he chose to stay, to let you build trust with him that he seemingly didn't build with you. And now that your lives are so much more intertwined, he pulled out that knife. That's heartless. That's cruel. He should have left then, or he could have left at any point, even now. But he doesn't get to cheat. Y'all need marriage counseling now to see if there's any way to save this.
Thank you,
Basically
random commenter.
I was like, basically what Josh and I said, minus the wedding or the marriage counseling part.
yeah.
Beautifully said.
Yeah. Thank you, random commenter, for giving me hope in Reddit comments again.
Hey, sometimes they be crazy, man.
A lot of times. I mean, the first comment we read.
That was
Same.
fucking wild.
Okay. Here's a bonus story that I didn't do in the intro, just because I know wholesome stories kind of, it's nice, but what really can we say? That they've done it all. So here's another sort of sad one, and then I'll end on a kind of funny one.
Okay.
This one is coming from r/confessions.
Put the robe, Josh.
Nope, no robes.
This
Stay
is my
seated.
confession.
Stay seated.
I'm up already.
We're gonna wait for Josh to.
All right, everybody's here. Let's go.
I hope it was worth it, brother.
It wasn't.
This one is found by me, your boy Josh. You did it last time. Hit the
Get therapy.
box. You hit the go one last time, and it felt so good. Decorum.
Oh, no.
Fuck my ass. You get it right the first try with quite literally everybody else. That's wild.
Yeah. Colorblind. I don't know why. Could be because of that coconut story.
Oh my god.
You got something in your eye, brother.
Yeah. Tears.
This one is titled, "The worst mistake I ever made was telling people that I had won the lottery."
Ooh.
Oh. Yeah, I've heard of this.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's a really bad statistic about lottery winners.
Yeah, losing it all in the first year or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Rule 1, don't fucking tell anyone.
Yeah, all
Yeah.
those memes and TikToks, like, I wouldn't tell nobody, but there'd be signs.
Yeah.
There will be
Real as
signs.
fuck.
Yeah.
Real as fuck. Don't talk to nobody.
Yeah. There's actually a very good Reddit thread that's like, it's fucking long, but it's like basically a step by step of what you should do if you win the lottery.
oh.
So,
But I think different states have different, like,
for sure.
auto rules.
But it gives you a good outline of what to do, even depending on where you are. So, it's like go get a lawyer, go talk to an accountant, like those kind of things. Like it's step by
Very
step.
important.
That
So,
sounds pretty
All right,
smart.
here we go. I won the lottery about 7 years ago. Between my annuity and profits made from investments, all net, I get shy of $800,000 a year.
Holy fuck!
Would
Congrats.
be nice.
I
To
wish.
just not work
Good for you,
forever and
man.
still get 800.
Just make
The way I would just shut the fuck up and not tell anybody.
I would move away and then no one would see me. Did you see that one guy who won the lottery last year and bought like 5 mansions and almost is done with it?
That's crazy.
He's an idiot.
I would never.
Anyway.
5 mention
Same.
and do
I
what?
honestly might have the same house. You would never know.
My
I
background.
just get it. Yeah, I would just
be
get
the
it
same.
remodeled.
Yeah, I would get it
I think this
completely
fucking
remodeled,
shit
but
is
my shit
bugged,
would be
bro.
the
It
same.
has to
I would be in
bugged. There's no
Greece,
way.
but it would still look like this.
Yeah, just take a really nice photo.
Yeah.
Of you. Green screen it. I was stunned that I had won. Once I confirmed that I won, I started to tell people. I thought they'd be happy for me. And they were happy for me for a minute.
Give me money,
And then they-
please.
And then they start to ask me for money.
Exactly.
Friends and family. And then they told their friends and family.
Man.
I was literally getting 10 calls a day from people.
Why the fuck would they
asking for
do
money.
that?
My favorite was the sister of my coworker saying that she needed rent money and a friend asking me to buy them a $20,000 ring for a girl he had been dating for only a few months.
Well,
The
it's-
audacity of these fucking moochers, bro.
come on, that's pretty serious, guys. I don't know.
Parentheses, she was fucking other guys on the side.
Well, you don't
I
know
don't know
their
how you
state of
do
their
that.
relationship.
How do you know?
He's like,
How
it
do
was
you
the
me.
one-
I was one of them guys.
I told her I had money.
Some
Okay.
people successfully used me.
There's something that's
and I
not
then
working.
cut them off. I still helped some people, but I had to cut them off anyways because they were asking me for money only to give it to others or using the money for something different. It was very traumatic. I even had a therapist try to rip me off by asking for cash tips after our sessions.
What in the
How
fuck?
would, how would you rate my service today?
Is it over?
20, 25%.
Yeah.
0.
Fuck's sake.
I was spending more money on people than on myself. It's ironic that I have more money than I need, yet I can't even give it away because it brings nothing but problems. People make generosity not worth it. People want me to finance their best lives and have the arrangement be exclusively on their terms. I will never understand why people can't accept one thing without trying to get even more. I chalk it up that the people in my life really have no respect for me. That's it.
Wow.
Damn.
A downer.
I mean, yeah. I think if I were to ever win, I would be sending out anonymous checks to my friends and family, like a certain amount. Like, this is all you get. Like, and you don't know who it came from.
They shred it because they think it's spits.
Then I get to keep the money.
That's true. That's true. It's not cash.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bro?
I don't know. It's sad, but
I left.
yeah.
I left and joined another mission, and I don't understand what's happening for real. I don't understand why this is not work. Like, I think the fucking mission is bugged.
kind of gotta just tell your very close loved ones and no one else, and just
It's not leaving my household. None. I was talking to this to Juliet too, because there was one time when it was like actually past $1 billion here in Texas. one
That's
time.
crazy.
And we were just like, what are we gonna do with that money? We both agreed. We're like, we never tell a soul besides just us two, but there will be signs.
Yeah.
So we're just like, we're gonna decide, like, we're gonna help our parents, but we're not gonna give them like a big lump sum. Just be like, hey, what do you
Finally,
got going on right now? It's just like, hey, let me take you on a trip.
God
Like,
damn.
let me do this for you, this and that. Friends do the same thing. Just be like, hey, let's go out. Let's go to this concert that you've always wanted to see. I'm gonna do it all on experiences as opposed to like, here's just like a check, do whatever you want with it. Fuck that. If I'm gonna give you money, I'm gonna do something with you because I want to enjoy that moment with you. So
Yeah.
that's my thing.
I want to get all my friends into a mansion and play the biggest game of
Hide
like
and
murder
seek.
mystery.
Until somebody
I think
actually ends up
that's-
murdered.
I guess we're dying first, Sean.
Yeah. The colored people.
I mean, there's only like 10 in his party, in his wedding, so
Oh man. 10 exactly, which is
10
crazy.
exactly.
Are we ready for the next and last story of the day? Unless you're
What's your patron?
Let's do it.
We're picking it back up, boys. This is coming from r/TIFU, also from a goat. Hit it. Me.
Damn.
That's right.
You've just activated my trap card.
Got your ass.
I'm editing it out.
Get me again? That's crazy.
I'm editing that.
Play my music. This is the day I fucked up by trying to be funny, and I've created a new Thanksgiving tradition for the rest of my life.
Okay.
All right.
As long as it's a good
Obligatory.
one.
Obligatory. Ooh. I be saying words crazy on the show. Obligatory. This did not happen today. This happened on Thanksgiving about 15 years ago when I was
Oh,
a young
15 years ago, you fucked up. Why'd you post it on TIF?
Yeah, it wasn't today.
Liar.
Yeah, we need to have a subreddit. We should start it r/15 years ago today.
Yeah. And
People
that
can share what happened 15 years
and
ago.
only then can you post. Has to
Today.
be to the day.
Very specific. It's won't be popular, but we should do it. My family always goes to one uncle's house, and they have a big basement with a light switch at the top of the stairs. Me, 22 male, my brother, my sister, and my 8 cousins always played a game which we called Monster in the Bathroom. Okay, so I'm assuming he's writing 22 male like at the time of writing this.
Monster in
I
the
don't know. I
bathroom.
think he's
Okay. It's much more embarrassing if he's a 22-year-old male at the time of the story.
I think he's 40 now.
Let's Let's go with that then. The game is pretty much just hide and seek, but all the lights are out, and the people have to make a noise when the seeker asks them to.
Oh, so Marco Polo.
Yeah, but instead of water, it's in a dark room.
Okay.
Wait, did you play Marco Polo outside of water?
No.
Oh, okay.
Really?
I think it's also sort of close to Ghost in the Graveyard, but I don't think you make sounds on that one.
You did mention that game before, but I had never heard of it.
It's crazy we didn't play that when we had the Airbnb together. We need to film our next time. Also, we never play in an actual bathroom. No idea why we call it that. So we play a few games and the light
What's
starts
that?
on so people can find a good place to hide while the seeker stands at the top of the stairs and counts down. When they are finished counting, they turn off the light and make their way downstairs to find people. My oldest cousin was the seeker this game, and he's kind of known as the funny one. So I was presented an opportunity to out-humor him. As he was walking down the stairs, I suddenly had the urge to fart. I could tell this was a mammoth of a fart just by the feel. So I was dying for him to ask us to make a noise.
Oh, God.
Finally, as he got to the bottom of the stairs and screams loudly, "Make a noise," trying to get a laugh out of everyone. Not to be outdone, I released the loudest and wettest
Nice.
fart I had ever released in my young 22-year-old male life.
Hey, yo.
No, I'm just
Good
kidding. He
for
didn't write the
you.
22-year-old.
Don't lie.
Every single person hiding burst into hysterical laughter, including myself and the seeker. After the laughing died down, I realized my fuck up.
Why?
My legendary fart was actually a legendary shart,
Oh!
and I had wet shit dripping down my leg.
Maybe you wish that it
Oh!
was played in a bathroom now.
That's why it's called that.
Wait, what the fuck?
Oh, shit.
Literally.
That
the
indeed.
The other fuck up was that even though everyone else stopped laughing after 30 seconds, I couldn't stop. I laughed so hard that I also pissed my pants.
What is going on?
My cousin immediately caught me, and it was revealed to everyone that I had simultaneously shit and pissed my pants.
That's
The game ended
crazy.
Because I had to go upstairs and borrow pants and underwear from my cousin. Now, every single year when my family arrives to Thanksgiving, every cousin comes up to me and yells, "Hey, OP, make a noise."
Brother.
I thought he was going to say he pisses and shits himself every Thanksgiving.
This has not gotten old to them, and I will be arriving at my uncle's house in 2 hours. I will undoubtedly be asked to make a noise as it is now and has been a Thanksgiving tradition from here until the day I die.
Imagine he gets Pavlov that every time he hears the words "make a noise," he shoots and
Fucking
pisses
shoots and
himself.
pisses himself.
He's just conditioned to be like, "Oh God."
He's
Oof,
like a Russian sleeper
that's a
agent.
lot.
but-
Batman could
Too long,
not
didn't read,
waterboard
played
the
a game
shit
of
out of
hide
me.
and seek in the dark, was asked to make a noise, accidentally shit and pissed myself, and now I am reminded of it every Thanksgiving by my cousins. Edit 1. My cousins are currently trolling me by saying, "Lol, dude, this happened last year." So they think at the ripe age of 21 years old, I shit and pissed myself, guys.
Yes, correct.
Edit 2.
I
My
just knew that
sis-
motherfucker was a liar 15 years ago, my ass.
Edit 2. My sister just linked this Reddit post to her Instagram story, and now everyone I know is gonna know.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
Do it again, too.
God
Edit
damn.
3. Thanks for reading, and to everyone who enjoyed my story. My mom can't believe a story about me shitting myself became this popular. I posted this because I was sitting on my couch waiting for my family to get ready and thinking about how I was going to get trolled when I got there. Then I thought this would make a funny TIFU story. Sorry to the people I haven't responded to. I got tipsy and lost track of everything. Happy Thanksgiving, y'all. I added the
Happy
y'all. It just came out
Thanksgiving.
naturally.
Wow. You're really putting a lot of creative license on these stories,
Yeah, well,
Sean.
just twice.
You need to dial it down, okay?
I'm sorry. I'll never do it again.
Oh man, that I mean, yeah,
Could have
there's
been worse, I
things,
guess.
Sucks
I
that
mean,
you were
that's a good-
21 when you did it.
It's better than the
That's a good-
coconut
that's
story.
a good tradition. I gotta say, was it after a Thanksgiving meal? So that must have been prime ass that he just like spewed out.
I hope it was before, so he made some room.
I don't
He
think it was.
God.
I don't think it was.
His shit got beans, greens, potatoes.
All right. Are we ready for the amazing segment from the amazing Underbaki?
Let's do it.
Do it.
Welcome back to another round of Is This Poster Okay? Where we read 2 posts before questioning whether the person behind the post makes a valid point or if their post is absolutely bananas.
Lots of fruits, bananas, coconuts. What else we got today?
Oh, just bananas.
I really don't want to hear about
Oh, okay.
coconuts ever again.
The only fruit we've had. All right. This first post is coming from r/unpopular opinion.
Oh God.
Mac and cheese is not Thanksgiving food. Note, I'm not saying mac and cheese isn't good.
I never
Quite the
understood
opposite.
why people like
Mac and cheese is
so
a
much.
great food. It goes amazing with barbecue, like burgers, ribs, brisket. I just don't see it belonging on the Thanksgiving table.
No, these things are nowhere to
It
be
seems
found.
extremely out of place to me alongside mashed potatoes, stuffing, cranberry, and vegetables. Edit. People complain about this sub not having true unpopular opinions and then go ballistic when there actually is one. I understand I'm in the minority, and that's why I posted here. And note, this doesn't mean I gatekeep Thanksgiving dinners or flip my lid when I see pasta with cheese on the table. It's just a quiet opinion that I have. So is this poster okay?
Yes.
I mean,
it's
as
okay
with
to not
all
enjoy fucking
food-related
mac and
stories,
cheese.
it's preference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I personally I've never had mac and cheese with Thanksgiving dinner.
I don't even think I've ever had mac
Oh,
and
what's a
cheese.
traditional
period.
Thanksgiving dinner in Canada?
like turkey, mashed
Is it all the
potatoes.
same thing? Just no mac and cheese?
Yeah, probably mostly the same stuff. But yeah, but I just don't have. I've never had mac
Oh,
and
well.
cheese. I don't know if that's just me. I can't speak for all Canadians.
No, y'all are a monolith, right?
I get yelled at when I do that. But yeah, it's just not something I've ever experienced. So I do agree with him. But if someone put mac and cheese on my Thanksgiving plate, I would be like, fuck yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, I agree
I
with
need
Josh.
to
It's
try
kind
it
of like a
one day.
preference thing, especially with food. My true unpopular opinion is, I don't like Thanksgiving meals. I'm not a
I don't
fan of
think that's
turkey.
honestly not that unpopular. I feel like
I
agree.
have Chinese food for Thanksgiving. I feel like that hits more for me.
Okay.
I will say for the first time last year, I had a smoked turkey, just like smoked turkey breast.
Was
That
it
shit
good?
was pretty goddamn juicy. I was surprised. I was ready to hate it because I'm like, turkey's always dry. It's always just fine. And it's huge and costs a lot. So I'm just like, usually my family just skips turkey because we're like, what the fuck? And then we just get ribs from Pinkertons. Y'all know the vibe.
Yes.
Mm.
So yeah, we have a Texas barbecue. That's been our tradition as of late. It used to be like what John does, Chinese food, a lo mein on Thanksgiving. Oh, brother. It hits.
Chef's kiss. Yeah.
That's what we do for
But,
New Year's Eve.
Oh,
Mm.
that's also a good one. But yeah, I think this one is fine. I don't think it's that wild. I will say, for most people that don't like Thanksgiving, like John and myself, mac and cheese is the one nice dish to see at the table. When I get
a
you a
good baked one with like a bunch of different types of cheeses in that bitch.
little bit of
Ooh.
breadcrumbs on that dish. Ooh.
Ooh,
Hell yeah.
baby.
All right. This
Can
next one
relate.
is also coming from r/unpopular opinion, and it goes like this. Telling people to quit their job and chase their dreams is a stupid piece of advice. You hear it all the time from influencers and successful people to just quit that job you hate and pursue your dreams.
Yeah.
Open that business you've always wanted, right? The problem is that this isn't like betting on red or black at the casino with a 50-50 chance of winning, and that you can bet a small amount and not hurt your wallet much. How many people out here have dumped their life savings into starting their dream business or moved to some dream city to follow their passion, and they fail? Now,
Probably
again,
a lot.
these people always preach, don't be afraid to fail. Okay, so when these things happen, very often, next thing you know, you're filing for bankruptcy. Wife is leaving you because you can't support her or yourself. You're asking your parents to move back in with them, and you're all out of money that you saved up for 15 or 20 years. The job that you're at most likely offers a 401k match, health insurance, pays equal enough to cover your bills, and probably gives you some level of work-life balance. So sure, you won't know unless you try, just like we all might not know how many times we avoided death by leaving the house 30 seconds later. But telling people to just leave that quote-unquote bullshit job that can provide you with a roof over your head, food in your mouth, and coverage for when you and or your children get sick or seriously ill doesn't sound like the living hell most of these influencers make it out to be. The fairy tale of moving to Hollywood with $50 to your name and making it big
Yeah.
is just that, a
A
fairy tale. You might have a 1 in a million shot of making that happen. Anyone who hasn't gotten incredibly lucky but worked toward their dreams over time will tell you to work on your passion on the side, and when your passion starts to pay your bills, then you can quit. But don't ever
Pretty
just
much.
leave and think that your dreams and your passion will come true and that you'll be happy that you took the risk. You very well may seriously regret taking that risk. So, is this poster okay?
Yes.
I mean, it sounds like
It's
they had
very
their
rational.
passion project fail, but I mean,
A lot of projection.
Yeah.
A lot of projection.
Very angry for no reason. But I mean, ultimately, what he's saying is true.
Yes.
And I mean, we followed that to almost a T, like John and I so far, anyway. Like this was a hobby for a couple of years before I came on full time, and that was foisted upon me because I lost my job. And then we worked for another year and a half before John came on full time, and we felt we were comfortable enough. So yeah, it's like what he's saying is true. If you have a passion and you want to make it your ultimate job at the end of the day, then hey, you should work towards it until that passion becomes something that's stable and can bring in money.
Yeah. I agree to an extent with certain asterisks on the things he said too. Like what
going
Josh
off.
saying. Yeah, he did one off. Like it sounded like something happened to him and he's just projecting to the world. But I've kind of been on like both sides of that coin. Like there's one time where I just left. Like when I left active duty, I didn't have anything lined up. I didn't have a job, and we like moved to Dallas with no jobs lined up. Both me and Juliet were the same, but we just didn't want to like stay at the area where we were. So we're like, hey, let's take a leap of faith, right? And we were young, we were kind of naive and stupid. So for like a year and a half or so, like we were scraping. There were months where we were like, hey, we're like 2-3 months behind rent. Like shit, are we gonna get kicked out? Type of deal. So we had to buckle down and say, all right, we need to focus.
Okay.
Corporate jobs, like fucking go up the ladder, and we did. You know, we busted our ass for like a good 5-6 years, and you know, good enough to like be able to like afford a home at some point. But also like there are times when like I left jobs because like I wanted to protect myself. And
of course.
people
That's
are always
different.
saying like, oh, don't ever leave a job, blah blah blah,
Oh, no.
without anything lined up.
Leave
I'm
a
like,
job
well,
if the job
if I
is
stay here
impacting your
longer,
mental
then I
health.
might die from a heart attack from all the stress that I'm having. So that's why I'm saying asterisk on this, because like I feel like people should just leave whenever they want to if the place is not a positive environment for them, or there's like no place to grow anymore. But it's nice to have a plan, kind of like what Josh is saying. Like it took us forever to be in a viable spot where like we can make a living out of this, but it is a tough place to be in right now. Everything's so expensive. So in a way, he is kind of right. Don't do anything crazy without having some sort of a plan, because a dream is not. It's nice to dream. Like, don't get me wrong, it's nice to do
Dreams
that, but
don't pay bills.
have something concrete too. But I think he's not that okay. You know?
Yeah, I think I pretty much agree with you guys. He has some anger issues he maybe needs to sort out. But I do agree with some stuff because it is like truly like hard work and talent doesn't always work out, unfortunately. You know
It
what I mean?
really
Like
doesn't.
I you know, personally, I think we work very hard, and I think that, you know, we've gotten pretty good at this thing, but also we had some luck.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
Plenty.
we had quite a bit of luck. And I think that plays a huge part in it. You know what I mean? So it's not, I do understand where he's saying, like, don't quit and then pursue with nothing. I mean, I feel like most stories I see is it's a side hustle until it's, like Josh said, until it's viable enough to not be.
Yeah.
So, like, I kind of get that part. I think a lot of the anger is kind of weird. I think he could have worded it better.
Yeah.
But I guess, you know, that's not really,
he
You're
filed
not trying to-
bankruptcy.
you're not trying to word it better on r/unpopular opinion. So,
Well, I
I
feel
mean, I get it.
I feel he probably listened to an influencer, quit his job, and then it fell through whatever he was trying to do, and then was like,
Yeah.
all influencers are pieces of shit. There's a lot of them. I agree with that that are pieces of
Yeah.
shit. But I think it sounds like he's blaming his problems on something else.
Yeah. Be careful with influencers, people. They try to sell you a dream
Snake oil.
for the most part. Yeah.
Instead, spend that money at redditonwikishop.com. That's redditonwikishop.com.
Wow. Fuck.
With that, we have to end the episode. That's it.
Come on, Sean. You got to admit, that's pretty good. Come on, buddy. You got to give me some credit for that.
That's
That was
fine.
quick. That was quick.
Not bad, not bad.
If you guys want to hear what we're talking about, join the Patreon or be a YouTube member. Before we end the episode, I got some Venmos to read. Gonna just
Really?
steamroll past
Hell
it.
yeah.
You
Come
bastard.
back here, bastard. Oh, there you go.
Beth writes, spent all day in the dark with a migraine binging old episodes. Thanks for getting me through. And Sean, Sean, is the only correct spelling. Free Palestine, watermelon, watermelon. Beth sends $15.
Kind of weird there, Beth.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Spelled his name wrong, I think.
SCAN. Ugh.
I
basic.
agree with the rest of what you said, but
Yeah.
the Sean bit
that part. Nah.
fucked up.
Come on, Beth.
Next up, we got Renika, who writes, hey guys, I am Renika.
Hi.
Been watching the YouTube for a year. Now glad to know a funny male podcast that breaks the stereotypes and supports Palestine.
Oh, we're funny. Thank you.
I am a small art business at Shador Art Paintings on Instagram, and Renika sends $5.
Aw,
Thank you very
good
much.
for her.
Hell yeah.
I want more stories, though. Do we have more stories in this episode? I don't know. No more stories. Next episode, then. All right.
For disinviting my daughter to Thanksgiving when she won't host Thanksgiving.
Ooh.
I'm confused.
I'm going to go no. Maybe your kid is a pretentious little asshole.
Okay.
And everybody has reasons to not want to host it at their place.
That's fair.
So unless you're hosting it at your place, I feel like, you know. But I guess if you are hosting it at your place, you can do whatever the fuck you want with invites. So I don't know. Weird to force it upon somebody is all I'm saying.
You shouldn't force
I
that
do like
on
how you
anybody.
talk yourself around in a circle there.
That's quite literally every prediction.
Should only host if you can and you want to.
All
Obviously.
right. So in our family, holidays are rotated. So one person hosts the 4th of July, another hosts Christmas, and another hosts Thanksgiving, etc. This way, no one is constantly hosting, and it makes it fair for everyone. This post is about my middle daughter, Clara. Clara has always been skipping her host duties. When it gets to her, she has an excuse why she can't host. It ranges, but it usually goes along the lines of stress or she is just too busy. This results in other family members picking up her holidays. It's frustrating, and multiple people have talked to her about this. She's bailed on hosting Easter, but promised me that she would do Thanksgiving, and then we swapped. At the time, I made it very clear that she needs to stay true to her word, and if she dumped it on someone else, she wouldn't be going to Thanksgiving. It usually gets dumped on me anyway. So I called her and asked her if she wanted me to bring a dessert board for Thanksgiving. She told me that she could not host because she had just moved into her home, in brackets, she moved in July, and it was too messy to host. I told her she could clean since it was just a few weeks away, and she told me that she can't. I know the other kids can't host, so I informed everyone it would be at my place this year. I also informed everyone that Clara is not invited to Thanksgiving.
Damn.
Clara was pissed when I told her, and we got into a huge argument. She thinks I'm a big jerk. My other kids are split. 2 of them are happy since they are tired of picking up her slack when this happens, while others think it is too far. So I need an outside opinion. Am I the asshole?
I mean, if she does, why? Not everybody likes to host shit at their place. I wouldn't host a Thanksgiving at my apartment. Are you fucking crazy? I hate having people in my fucking house / apartment. So, if she's like me, she's an introvert and she doesn't like to have people inside her own cocoon, I fucking support her. Now, obviously, she still needs to contribute one way or another. So she should like bring snacks or desserts or whatever, to feel like she's actually contributing and not just profiting. So if she do that, then who the fuck cares? It's fine. I personally would not uninvite her for that, but I'm also not very much a family person, so I don't know. But I wouldn't care that much. I don't even understand why Thanksgiving is such a big deal anyway. I like the free work vacation from work though. That's cool. But other than that, I don't really care for it. I don't celebrate it. Never understood why it was a big deal, but I'm also Canadian, so yeah.
Yeah, John was right, I think.
I'm kind of split into 2 categories here.
Maybe I
Okay.
was right. Never mind. Whatever John
So,
Whatever John says.
Whatever John said.
so no, in a sense, because I get it. It is kind of frustrating when someone backs out of their word. Like to me, someone's
But
word
did
is bond. So
she
if they say, "Okay,
promise?
I'm gonna
It
pick
doesn't
up the
sound like she
slack later
did.
on," then I tend to hold people accountable for the things they say. That part I get.
Understandable.
The one thing that I'm kind of iffy about is anyone checking on her when it's not, party or holiday time frame? Like no one's is anyone really trying to figure out like what's the deep rooted cause, like why she's always stressed out, or if there's anything going on in her life that she may need help with. So
Oh.
I mean, I guess, but I don't
John
know if
is
that,
not petty John today. He's empathetic John today, y'all.
wildly empathetic, because I don't know, I don't even know if that matters, to be honest. Like
It kind of does.
and sorry, let me rephrase that.
Whoa.
It matters in the
that flight
context.
fucked him up.
It matters in the context of her life and her family, like communicating. But I don't know if it matters to the story. Like
It does.
it seems like a random thing. I don't know. Maybe it does, but I think it's just like it seems like they have a pretty healthy relationship outside of that, and then it's just like this thing. But I could be wrong. I don't know.
I mean, I would say probably 99% of our stories could be like, well, did we get down to the root of it?
That's what I mean.
Like, that could be for like almost all the stories. So for this, and for all stories, we can only take what's given. Of course, this is coming from the dad's point of view. So of course, maybe that wasn't mentioned for a reason. I don't know. But
Holy
I will
shit,
say
far.
this. After the second or third time of the daughter bailing, you think everybody would have a family meeting and be like, do we need to readjust the way that we are rotating? Do people not like hosting? If they don't like hosting, like maybe we should,
not force
figure
them.
something out that's fair for everybody. Because it seems, for the past couple of years, it's been happening enough to where people are building resentment towards the middle daughter, which I feel like really goes against
And she's the middle daughter.
the purpose
Nah,
of having a
solidarity for the
family
middle
get together.
daughters.
in the first place?
I guess,
What's
yeah.
the point of like, getting together if everyone is like secretly
Stressed out.
The middle
Yeah.
child
person's
is
a fucking
always the
bitch,
most
you know what I mean? So,
misunderstood.
that is
Mandatory fun is what I always
yeah,
call
brutal.
it.
It's more like a job then if we're like, if you make hosting seem like a punishment, then it's people are just going to build resentment when somebody doesn't hold up their end of the bargain, I guess. So
That's fair.
if I was in this family, I would have been like, all right, well, let's figure out that reason off the bat. But I mean, just going off of what can happen here, I think, it's if you're hosting it, it's at your house. You kind of can make up the rules, whether that's right or wrong, but they can't go against it. Famously, we've been on the side of your house, your rules.
Yep.
So I gotta go with not the asshole on this one. And it sounds like, it's been an agreement. It's happened a lot of times, like I said, enough to build resentment. So
Yeah, and for the most part, I'm also not the asshole in this case, by the way.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
I think it's a bit asshole-ish.
I think I also agree, not the asshole. I think
they need communication.
If she's going to all these events and expecting someone else to host, then she's like your daughter's absolutely an asshole as well. Like you can't expect other people to host and not like take a turn, because I mean,
Ooh.
my mom hosts everything for both sides of our family, and it's a drain. Same with my mother-in-law, and you see like the amount of pressure it takes. So like we go over and help cook a meal or something like that, and try and take part of the responsibility. So if she's not doing any of that, then she sucks. And I agree with cutting her out.
It's also fair. And I kind of, that's where I'm like more in agreements with like Sean's assessment with that. They all need to sit down as a family and say, hey, who really likes hosting? Because some people, ain't gonna lie, I fucking hate hosting people. I'll show up. I can't host people for shit.
That's fair.
So that's why I'm just like, what if this was kind of like a self-imposed tradition where it's like, okay, they never really got to say to it. That's why. But again, for this purpose of this story, just the context we have, I am gonna go not the asshole.
All right, let me give you a bit more context. So hoping for a whippet, which is a crazy username, said
that's a drug, right?
Yeah, whippets.
I don't know if I have it.
They say, have you ever had a conversation about coming to a compromise or seeing why Claire is so adamant about not hosting? For example, do the rest of you have spouses that can help while Claire is single? Does she have small children while the rest don't? Or maybe Clara just has a personality where hosting is rough for her. To which OP said, I have asked, and she claims she wants to host, and we have asked her to bring things before, but she does not do that. None of the kids are married. One does have a longtime girlfriend, but everyone else is on their own.
Oh.
No kids, and she doesn't have a personality that would make it difficult to host. So,
wait, but if she was asked to bring stuff and she never brings stuff, then she's gonna the asshole then. Because like, if you really don't want to host, fine, but at least contribute. If everybody contributes and she's the only one who doesn't contribute and she just comes and eats, doesn't do the dishes and bounce, well then I get why she was not invited. She did this to herself.
That context, then I declare her an asshole.
Yeah, I was gonna say they answered a lot of your questions, so I think it just confirmed what we thought. And with that information, Reddit also deemed not the asshole. So
fair. Wild
of hoping for a whippet, asking that question, trying to be the sense of reason.
Just because you love drugs doesn't mean you're not a reasonable person.
No, well, I think whippets is a different level.
I honestly don't know what whippets are. I just know they're a drug.
They're like a party drug, I think. But anyway, let's move on to the next one here. Posted by Storytime Dad. And the title for this one is, Am I the asshole for asking my girlfriend to stop involving her imaginary friend Tom in our relationship?
Is this like Walter
Excuse me,
situation or what?
Could be. Also, they are 27 and 26, respectively.
I'm going to go with no.
I'll go no.
Wait, she's 27 and 26 and she's involving her imaginary friend. Have you tried severe therapy? Because still having a fucking imaginary friend at that age is certainly a choice. Personally, I think that she needs professional help. Not that I'm No, I'm judging, but not in a bad way, in a concerned way. Like, is everything okay? Blink twice if you need help, sis, because that is not normal. That's very much not normal. Not at that big age. Your brain is fully done developing. Honey, no. The fuck?
Imaginary friends at 20 past.
7?
That's 20, I think. It's,
Did you imagine having a disagreement with your significant other and then they're just like, well, Tom agrees with me, so
Bro.
that's 2 out of 3 in this relationship. It's like, what the
Nah,
fuck?
that's
I would
crazy.
go the same way. I'd be like, oh, well, Suzanne agrees with me.
Suzanne. Hey, why does your imaginary friend sound like she got good credit, bro?
Probably because that's a coworker with extra.
Yeah.
Damn, Suzanne from HR and accounting.
All right. So when I started dating Sarah, I thought I hit the jackpot. Smart, funny, and gorgeous. We've been together for about a year, and everything seemed pretty normal. But recently, I discovered that she has an imaginary friend named Tom. I had no idea about Tom when we got together. At first, I thought she was joking around when she'd say things like, Tom says you're funny, or Tom thinks we should order a pizza.
You got a peeping Tom over there.
Is Tom in the room with us?
I
It
laughed.
sounds like he
Yeah.
is.
I laughed it off, assuming Tom was a goofy inside joke. Could you imagine she's doing an inside
Bro.
joke, but you're not on the inside of it?
Why wouldn't you ask about
But now it's like Tom's some kind of relationship therapist that I never hired. We were having a serious talk the other night, and out of nowhere, she said, Tom thinks you're overreacting. I just
Girl,
stared at her
this
thinking,
is insane.
oh, great. I'm getting double teamed by my girlfriend and her imaginary friend. So I finally asked her, can Tom maybe stay out of our conversations? Sarah looked crushed and told me Tom has been her rock for years. Now she's barely talking to me, and it's like Tom's got beef with me too. So am I the asshole? Am I the asshole for asking her to keep Tom out of our relationship, or do I just need to make peace with my invisible rival?
I think that I watched too much. What's the name of that movie again? Paranormal Activity. You know, what if Tom is just a demon sucking the life away from your girlfriend and he's trying to possess her? No, but seriously though, therapy. Cause I don't understand if this story is true, first of all, because a lot of those stories are not true. But if this story is true, if she's smart, she would know that obviously at her big age, no sane adult would be okay having an imaginary friend interfere in their fucking relationship. Like, be for fucking real. So, I don't understand. And I am judging. I think that she needs help. And a very serious form of counseling, you know, is that like childhood trauma that hasn't been properly unpacked or something like that? I can't. I don't. My brain cannot find an ounce of understanding in this. I don't get it. That could never be me, bitch. That could never be me.
No,
don't know.
I don't think that you should just make peace with it, because it sounds like you're uncomfortable with the idea of a third party involved in your relationship,
Quote unquote.
Which I think is reasonable.
which is very reasonable. We're not the ones to diagnose, but I hope you can kind of get a referral to possibly like a psychiatrist or something to
Thank you.
kind of see if there's anything lingering with your girlfriend at this time. But yeah, you're pretty valid to feel that way, because yeah,
Where
you
is
want to
it?
feel outnumbered in a relationship with someone kind of imaginary and kind of dictating a lot of things that you have going on. So yeah, I'd say seek some professional help, trying to see what the situation is.
I mean,
guess.
you can't help someone who doesn't want to
that
be
was
helped.
number one advice for sure. And I want to say, like, whenever I was saying not the asshole, I was like, I guess the only way I could be wrong is if you like really dug it into her and like called her out and was rude. Not very rude at all. Possibly
No.
the nicest way you could have done this. Just be like, hey, I'd like it to just be us two in this relationship. And then she's like,
But Tom.
think about Tom. So I would say, yeah, I mean, of course, we're not doctors. We don't know anything, but we have had crazy stories where people end up having some sort of either diagnosis or like injury or something.
Yeah.
Again, not a doctor. We can't say anything, but I would say this is not like the most normal situation. So,
Nope.
you know,
Yeah, I do wonder if it's like a form of communication for her where she's maybe had trauma in the past and uses Tom to like communicate her actual thoughts in an argument or disagreement or something like that. It does seem like she brings it up like just for asking for pizza. It seems like
yeah, that's what I was thinking when I was like,
Yeah.
it's crazy that you got to ask for pizza. when
Yeah.
It's kind of it sounds like it's taking over even the most mundane things about your day-to-day life, and
Okay.
that could be taxing to
That means
someone
that
who's
Tom
not
is watching
on
when
board
y'all
with
are
that.
doing it.
Oh, 100%. Yeah,
She's a
it definitely
pervert.
is something she needs to get looked at. Like she needs to talk to someone and figure that out. Now there is an update. Many people were also talking about like referring her to a therapist or and most people came to not the asshole. But OP gave us an update in the original post. So Tom's origin story, and it's weirder than I expected. So buckle up because things just got even stranger. I decided it was finally time to have the talk with Sarah about Tom. So we're sitting there, and I gently bring up how Tom's presence in a relationship is a bit much. She laughs at first, but then suddenly gets this serious look and says, "Okay, I guess it's time I told you the truth about Tom." Now, I'm thinking she's going to
He's a
say he's a
demon.
silly little thing she made up as a kid, but no. She takes a deep breath and tells me that Tom wasn't just an imaginary friend, he was her boyfriend back in high school.
Ooh.
Yeah, you read that right. Apparently, Tom was her
Did he
ideal
die?
boyfriend during her teenage years when, in her words, real boys were just disappointments. She used to imagine him as this super supportive, hilarious guy who would always take her side and hype her up. And somehow, even after she started dating actual people, Tom just stuck around. Now I'm sitting here thinking, great, I'm in a love triangle with an imaginary high school boyfriend. She reassured me and said that's not how it is, but I can't help wonder if I'm competing with the ultimate perfect boyfriend who's literally too good to be true. So I guess I'll try to make peace with my invisible rival, but just so you know, if I ever hear her whisper, "Thanks, Tom," under her breath again, I might actually lose it.
Bro,
Ooh, I wouldn't just make peace with
I don't
it.
think I'd stay.
I wouldn't make peace with it.
that's
That
weird.
sounds like a recipe for disaster.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a resentment waiting to happen because,
Oh.
yeah, she made an imaginary
Boyfriend
character of an
when
ideal
she was a
boyfriend,
kid.
and
She's
again,
a
that
grown
if
adult.
any, just as simple as getting a pizza has to get a stamp of approval from Tom. Everything else is gonna critique and judge, and one day you're just gonna wake up and say, "Damn, I'm not good enough for you," and you
Yeah.
might end up hating this person for more reasons than you should have. So, personally, if that was me, I wouldn't put up with that
What's the
shit,
stupid cat?
and I would suggest sit her down and say, "Hey, this is a boundary that I'm kind of not comfortable with. Can we try to sort this out by you seeing a therapist or a psychiatrist to maybe let's solve this together. If that's one thing that I can part with this guy, you can do it together as a couple if you really want to stay with her. But personally, me, I just can't. I just can't.
I
deal with
wouldn't
that.
be able to.
Yeah,
I
that seems
wouldn't
like
want to.
baggage
I
that
find that
she
extremely
has to
weird.
overcome.
That's on her to figure that shit out.
Yeah, and I agree 100%, John. I think if you do want to stick around and like this relationship is worth it to you, then yeah, like I'd sit her down and say, "Hey, I'd love for you to get therapy. We can also get couples therapy if you need help, like learning how to properly communicate in a relationship. Like there's ways where it's like you can make this work. That's up to you. But I think just sticking around and making peace with your invisible rival, quote unquote, is not the way to go.
It's not a good
Yeah,
idea
I
to
agree. I mean,
enable
if you're gonna
her
if
in
you
her
really like
delusion.
where the relationship is going and things, like you could suggest therapy or just hate to give like an ultimatum, but you just
ultimatums are good sometimes.
Yeah, I guess so.
Sometimes it could be.
I guess it's the way you word it, but like honestly, like I couldn't do this,
Same.
I mean, again, unless you feel like it's your soulmate, and that's just the only issue. Is
No, you cannot have a soulmate who has an imaginary boyfriend at 26 years old. If I date someone and he's like, and he or she is like, oh yeah, by the way, I have an imaginary friend, I'm gonna be like, and have you seek help for that? Have you spoken to somebody about that? Do you need a referral? Because I personally only want to date one person, human shape, human with a soul, not an imaginary, not someone who comes with an imaginary friend. That makes absolutely no fucking sense. Like, come on. I don't know if this is the only story, then nah, I don't know. I'm not a professional, but I feel like you don't need to be a professional to admit that this is extremely weird. So yeah, she needs help. She needs help yesterday because that shit would give me the fucking creep. Imagine if it's a paranormal activity type of scenario. Woof. I don't miss these movies. They fucked me up.
Tom being there, that's something that you're gonna be like, I would love for you to get that checked out.
Yeah. Weird advice. OP should make an imaginary friend of their own. Call them Jerry and have Jerry and Tom chase each other around all day so that Tom is never around
Right.
when those discussions happen.
Whoa. That's crazy.
Or instead, maybe they're romantically inclined, Tom and Jerry.
So then they'll move out together.
So they're like, oh my God, Jerry's thinking about asking Tom to like move out together. What do you think? But then you're playing just to the illusions of romance.
Yes.
And that gets a dangerous game too.
That's obviously a joke.
Yeah, this is all a joke. Yeah.
Tom said to murder you for that situation. Oh God. Yeah. It's a dangerous game you're playing.
Yeah. Reddit said not the asshole, and a lot of the comments were agreeing with what we were saying. Although Peter095837 said, plot twist. There's no girlfriend or Tom. It's all in OP's mind.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Some
That's an M. Night Shyamalan twist.
Literally.
Is the top still spinning?
I see ghosts.
I want to rewatch Inception. That movie was awesome.
I watched it like 10 times and I'm still confused.
That's how it be.
Well, then you can't watch it with that guy that we talked about a week ago or something with me
yeah.
and Sean.
What a pretentious asshole, that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, is it the one with the girlfriend that can't follow plots?
The wife, yeah, he refused to watch more than Hallmark movies with his wife.
He dead ass showed her Memento. I'm like, brother, you are not.
That is a confusing movie.
That's such a confusing.
Oh, fuck. All right. We got the next one here, cross-posted by Katron 5000. First for me. So, hell yeah.
Cool name. I'm not going to lie.
Great name.
It is a great name.
DJ.
Cross-posted. It sounds like a friggin' transformer.
It does, yeah. Cross-posted on our subreddit, r/Reddit on Wiki. Go check it out if you want to follow that. The title is, Am I the Asshole for Being Furious with My Pregnant Wife Over a Prank? Famously, Sean loves pranks.
I'm going with
Depends what kind of pranks.
I'm going to go with no. I have a feeling it's one of those false I'm giving birth situation.
Okay.
And I feel that's a no-no.
We did have one where we agreed with.
We did have a couple where we agreed on.
Oh, yeah, because it was with the
guy was
the mom.
And it was a test.
Yeah.
With the mom like pretending to have an ailment every time the wife is having any issues.
Yeah. That was the one I was thinking of.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go with statistics and side with the pregnant lady.
Okay.
I think that's generally a safe pick.
Fair enough. All right. I, 31 male, have been with my wife, Lisa, since college, and she's currently 7 months pregnant with our first baby. Lisa is witty and likes to play jokes on me. For example, she likes to pass off fake facts and stories as real and see if I believe them.
I always believe them. Damn it. I'm the most gullible person in the world. Julia be doing that shit to me all the time. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. She just laughs at me. I'm like, you dumbass. You know I believe you.
I just
Damn.
trust. Lisa was a theater kid, and so she's great at acting and selling these stories. I used to fall for her pranks all the time since I'm gullible and she's so convincing. Yeah, so this is John.
Damn.
You lied about your age, though, John. 31 male. Come on.
You're far from that, brother.
Yeah, you're way over that.
I'm only a couple of years older than you bitch.
However, now that I've been with her for so many years, I can typically tell when she's messing with me. She's upped the antics over the years, and so she can occasionally get me to believe one of her jokes. Today, when I got home from work, Lisa had tears in her eyes and told me she needed to talk to me about something.
Oh no.
I was seriously
She said she had
worried
a
and sat down
miscarriage.
with her immediately. I asked her what was wrong several times, and she kept saying it was hard to talk about, and she was terrified I'd leave her. I kept pressing, and she told me she had an affair with her boss several months ago and wasn't sure the baby was mine.
No.
All right, I was wrong.
No.
I was wrong.
No. Absolutely
fucking
fucking not.
insane.
That's
This is
insane.
crazy.
Girl.
Girl.
I asked if she was serious, and she said she was 100% serious and started crying even harder.
Bro.
I got up, started pacing, and tried to gather my thoughts. After a few minutes, Lisa burst into laughter and said she was joking.
Fuck that.
Fuck you,
Hell
girl.
nah.
That
What if
is
you were
insane.
Well, now it's all, I'm always thinking about that. You know what I mean? I was furious. I said it wasn't funny in the slightest to
It's
make jokes
really
about
not.
cheating and the child not being mine. Lisa then said she was a bit offended that I believed that specific prank and not several others.
Because you were only giving out random facts
Yeah.
that has nothing to do with your relationship and the validity of your pregnancy, who the father is.
Well, Opie said she upped the ante, but there's no upping that. Like that is like nuclear level ante.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, was
Yeah.
it anywhere around that area? Because that's an insane leap. Like,
Well,
Jeff said.
she really played it up, like was crying, took several minutes to tell you, and then like crying harder. Like,
Plot twist. She really did cheat, and this was just a test to see how you would react. And when she realized that he was not reacting, obviously, and in a good way, she's like, JK, oh my god, I can't believe you, Billy. Girl. Now, even if you say it's a joke or whatever, I feel like that's the kind of shit that would always remain in the back of my head. Like, oh yeah, she said it was a joke, but was it really? Or is she just trying to cover her ass because she's afraid that I'm gonna leave her? This is not the kind of joke that a sane person does to their loved one. We don't joke about that. That's fucked up. Jesus, people are crazy.
That's emotional torture.
I would believe you too, like 100%, especially if that's your partner telling you that. Like,
Exactly.
Oh my God.
Oh shit.
I
I guess we're not doing that.
she said she couldn't believe I actually thought she'd cheat on me. She then got teary and asked why I didn't trust her.
Because you're trying to that you were cheating on somebody. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Got it.
Oh my god.
I asked why would I trust her after she pulled that prank on me, managed to cry telling me about it, and continued with the prank even though I was visibly upset. Lisa said it was harmless and I was blowing things way out of proportion.
It's not harmless. I disagree.
No.
She continued to
The fact that
ask,
you're having this conversation proves that it wasn't harmless.
yeah.
Oh my
She
god.
continued to ask why I didn't trust her, and I told her I needed some space. I ended up going to a speakeasy and have been away from the house ever since, even though Lisa has called me several times.
Weird flex. You could have just said bar.
Seriously.
I went to the coolest fucking bar in town. It's
No one can find it.
They let me
Oh,
in.
I knew the password.
I know it was a prank, but I think this joke went way too far, especially with the tears. I was also clearly upset, as anyone would be, and she should have stopped as soon as she realized I was actually falling for it. Usually Lisa's jokes are funny, but this one really got to me for some reason. I feel bad because she's pregnant with my child and I don't want to stress her out, but I need space right now. So am I the asshole?
No.
Fuck around and find out, Lisa.
Like, come
true.
on.
That's a stupid ass prank. Again, don't like pranks. 90% of the time, I think. Was
Same.
that worth it? Could you
Yeah.
not have got the laugh in a more in a better way? I feel like you could have.
In a way subtler way. Yeah, like it's great. Like these aren't even pranks. You know, she's just lying to him.
Yeah.
Like that's what it sounds like her
Be for fucking real.
quote pranks or jokes are. It's just like, well, I mean, a small degree they can be funny, you know, like I don't know.
She could have made a random weird fake fact about how pregnancy works and how the delivery process is, like to just be like, hey, yo, that's some crazy shit. She could have done something like that. But saying about, hey, this might not be your kid. I've been sleeping with my boss for a long time. Like, yeah, obviously he's going to get upset.
Yeah.
Look, I don't think he's the person's the asshole. I think you need to put a yes, I agree that
There you
it's probably unfair that your wife
Ooh,
is
yeah.
going to be stressed out during this time, but it's kind of her fault. So she put herself in this situation. I will put a contingency. Personally, if that happened to me, I would be pissed. But because she is 7 months pregnant, labor is gonna happen pretty soon.
Yeah.
I'll be there for them, but I'll tell them in a condition that when you are in the recovery process after the giving birth, we're gonna need to go to some sort of a couples therapy and just be like, hey, we need to sort this shit out because I cannot have you doing that and pulling that shit on me again. Otherwise, I won't. To me, that's unforgivable. That's a prank that
agree.
goes way too far.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah, because I mean, just as bad at like, I feel like yes, no cheating happened, but just the fact that you could pull this off and like,
So
I don't know, it's the
convincingly.
same level of maybe not the same level as cheating, but like it would be hard to trust afterwards. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like once you break trust, that's so difficult to regain. So
I was gonna say you guys have been saying she didn't actually cheat, but all my mind is going to is I feel like she cheated. Like,
And she's
that's
starting to
all my
cover it
mind is
up.
going to because I have no reason to fucking trust her. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't trust her. I'd be like, hey, once your maternity leave is done, you need to get the fuck out of that workplace because I
Yeah.
wouldn't want to trust you with that boss if you could make up that blatant lie.
100%. There's
Yeah.
I would take it one step further and actually get a paternity test. I'm like, hey,
That's fair.
I got to make sure.
I
because
mean,
you-
shit.
And historically, we've been against like
Play stupid
you know,
game, win stupid prize.
men demanding paternity tests, but this is a case where I'm like, you're in your right to do so. I think in this case, so
yeah, because
I
I
agree.
agree. Know that it is really a prank.
yeah.
So
I mean, normal partners don't joke about that shit. You know what I mean? Like normal people
mean.
who want a healthy relationship don't make jokes like that. So
That's evil. That's evil.
That's-
For you. I can't.
yeah.
I can't stand that.
It's very mean.
and Reddit agreed and deemed not the asshole. Equivalent B6501 said, not the asshole. Send her to fake divorce papers and see how funny it is for her.
Okay, I wouldn't do that.
I'll just send the real ones.
Maybe
There you
after
go.
she gives birth. Let's let her, pass the baby first a little bit.
I think fuck around, find out.
That's true. I just don't want the kid being affected from the stress level of that.
I guess that's fair, but
Mhm.
it's I don't think it's fair for her. It's her that putting you in the situation though, because you're gonna be
True.
stressed then. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's a shitty situation for OP to be in, but he's not the asshole. 100%.
Not at all.
No, for sure.
All right. Next one here, posted by Rocco9. And the title for this one is Am I the asshole for not participating in an optional university assignment?
It's optional.
It's optional.
Words there. Just like I have an optional HOA in my neighborhood. I ain't paying no fucking $20. It's optional.
Optional HOA. I mean, I guess that's better than a mandatory one.
Oh yeah.
No, yeah, it's optional. Why the
Oh yeah, I heard
you're not
about
an
this
asshole for
HOA
not choosing
things.
to do something that's optional?
HOA is such a weird system. From the little that I know about it, it just sounds like the city officials don't want to deal with their own shit, so they put it on the shoulders of the fucking citizens. I don't think we have this kind of things here. Like we have like the neighborhood watch maybe, but HOA, no. I'm pretty sure we don't have that shit over here. Oh wait, I need to kill stuff.
All right.
This is some religious college. I can feel it.
Okay. I don't think it is, but
Damn.
I just got a rough talking to from my professor, so I need a second opinion. I'm in my first year of university and I'm taking a creative entrepreneurship class. The latest project we had assigned was creating a mock project and pitching it to the class a la Shark Tank.
He said, it's optional for those reasons. Somehow,
I'm gonna pitch boba. No biggie. I worked hard on it, completed it, and presented it no problem. Now so the actual assignment was this. So they had to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Now the kicker was that the prof would choose a handful of students who did the best, and we would present it again. This time to a set of outside industry standard professionals who would act as mock judges and offer feedback on our pitches. This was all known beforehand,
Nice.
and while I did want to do well, I had no intention of doing a second presentation on account of, frankly, my terrible stage fright. One time was enough for me. Good thing the prof mentioned that it was optional.
Oh,
A week later, I discovered I was chosen through the course site, also detailing how the prof would be holding a Zoom meeting for an overview and practice runs for the final presentation. Well, I thought he said it was optional. Good luck to everyone else, and went about my day. The day came for a second round of presentations, taking place in an amphitheater, which is a lot grander of an event than I had assumed, especially considering this is a first-year program. Good thing I'm not up. On a projector screen above the podium were the names of all who were chosen, including my own.
wait
I
a
assumed
minute.
that my absence in the Zoom meeting by proxy opted me out, or that willing students were chosen simply needed to confirm, and the prof would disregard the others, but apparently not. Frozen in a state of confusion, I watched the first few presenters do their thing before I was called to the podium. Easy. I calmed myself down and told the prof that I wouldn't be presenting and that they could move right along. No biggie.
I think OP's kind of a dumbass, but continue.
That's gonna be my verdict.
Dumbass. The prof said, "What do you mean you're not presenting?" The prof was initially confused, but then became quite cross, saying that I was unprepared and wasting a spot for other students who had worked tirelessly on their own project and actually wanted this opportunity. I was weirdly guilt-tripped, and even after I reminded him that it was optional, he still scolded me in front of the amphitheater. Well, it became clear that the prof would have swapped with another runner-up student in the event of a dropout. It was an odd reaction to what was, to me, a simple misunderstanding over a project barely worth a quarter of our grade.
Fuck
He,
you.
relu- he reluctantly conceded and moved along with the presentations, but the interaction did not sit right with me. Considering I, too, worked hard on my project, but simply did not choose to go to the bonus level. Again, while I should have personally emailed the prop beforehand, he never stated explicitly to opt out and assumed that everyone who was chosen was presenting. I have to wonder if a situation like this occurred in other years of this class being held, or if I'm just an idiot / spot holding asshole. So am I the asshole?
Yeah. Yeah, stupid. I mean, you're just doing, I guess both you and the professor are doing lots of assumptions here. And just assuming, that everybody wants to do it. And then assuming if you skip the Zoom,
Yup.
you're obviously not interested. Could you not just, as soon as you notice that you're on the list, you were chosen, not hard to just reply back, just be like,
Yeah.
actually not interested.
That's where I was going to, because
That's the one
I
I
think the
gotta
prof assumed
live in for.
him sending the list of students that were accepted is the invite. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, hey, you've been chosen.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm with you.
So I think and just never ever confirming that you're not a part of the thing. Even at the very beginning of as soon as you see your name up there at the amphitheater, to not just immediately go up to the professor and be like, "Oh, like I'm not prepared. It's not going to be me." Is insane, I think. And then he has to scold you in front of the amphitheater in the middle of the event, with mock judges there, with all your classmates there. And I can't imagine the vibe for the rest of the night was great.
Yeah.
You're like, you probably ruined the event. And that's all because you could have just replied back, "Hey, thanks, but no thanks." You know what I mean?
Yeah. What are you saying, John?
I'm gonna go with everyone sucks here.
Oh,
Okay.
I think the professor should have. I'm doing this based on how I would react in this situation. I'm a person who likes getting clear directions on things before I act on something. So if something says optional, best believe I'm going to think it's optional unless it's explicitly said. So I think the professor could have done a better job communicating that and communicating the expectations from the jump. And if they didn't put the, make it seem optional, then I think there would have been an issue. There wouldn't have been an issue here. I think the student sucks for, like what Sean is saying, assuming that they wouldn't be part of it. And I also think they're a dumbass because it's an entrepreneurship class. The point is, yes, I get sometimes you might not want to be in front of public to speak. It's very daunting. I hate public speaking as well. But you're an entrepreneurship class. If someone goes in there and like presents like kind of like a mock shark, right? That's a connection in business down the line. You're kind of an idiot for not taking advantage of having that freaking connection or, resource going down the line. If your goal in life is to be an entrepreneur where 99% of the job is making connections and, getting to know like that side of the business. So I don't like how he's humiliated in front of everybody, but that could have been avoided by OP if, like what Sean is saying, he did his due diligence to make sure that, hey, I don't want to be part of it. But there's a lot of assuming based on what you guys are saying.
And for that reason, I think he should. And I'm glad he was humiliated. Because like you said, that could have been a life-changing event,
But the professor could also have pulled him to the side instead of doing it publicly.
Right. But I think also the professors
like fucking God is because like the other students that didn't get chosen, they could have had that life-changing opportunity. And
that's fair. Yeah.
So like, fuck yeah, I'm going in.
Yeah, and I think the professionals that are there to watch the event and give criticism and stuff like that have taken time out of their day, and the professor is probably like knows them. This is like a favor they're doing for the professor, so he's probably like, "This is fucking embarrassing." Yeah, I want them to know this is on this dumbass who couldn't send me a fucking email. You know what I mean? Like that's all it would have taken at the beginning to be like, hey, I'm actually not able to do this. Can you pick someone else? Or even just, I cannot do this. End of sentence. The prof could have taken that and been like, cool, I'll find someone else. Like, no big deal. But just like to not do so, like it was such little that he had to do to opt
He already
into
did
this.
the work. I don't know. I don't know what the point of it. I don't know where he's getting at, to be honest.
But exactly. It's like you did all this work. You got the grade. If you truly don't want to do this, then just say so. That's fine.
Yeah.
Like, professor's not going to care if you tell him early. So yeah, I think I'm leaning more towards Sean on this one.
That's fair.
I understand where you're coming from, John. I just think it was such a low bar for him to walk over that it's insane that he didn't.
I would say to John's point, the professor is kind of also not super innocent because at the rehearsal, he could have been like checked in on everybody that
that's fair
didn't show up. But also, these are supposed to be college students, and they're in an entrepreneurship program, so they are old enough to communicate. Hey, I don't want to do it. And if you're in that kind of program, you should be kind of driven to not just like sit back and let I imagine an entrepreneur program, all the students are go-getters, or at least
you would imagine so.
I hope the professor learned a lesson and changed the verbiage to optional to be like, hey, this is a life-changing opportunity for you.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, it was optional. So it sounds like, everyone knew it was optional. It was just one guy didn't fucking state, hey, I'm taking the option not to do it.
And Reddit agreed and said not the or said asshole. Goth Penguin said, you aren't the asshole for choosing to not participate, but you're the asshole for assuming the professor could read your intentions of not participating by skipping a Zoom meeting.
Yeah.
Which is, I think, where we're coming from. It's like, it's so easy just to say I'm not coming.
Yeah.
Emails are so quick.
Yeah. You don't even have to go up to them if that's what you're worried about.
And there's also a decline function on Zoom instead of just ghosting.
Crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. I will say, I just, it's first year. It's a learning curve. I hope going forward, the student will be like, all right, just got to make sure next time to make sure I'm doing what the professor wants or what I'm supposed to be doing. So.
Not a good start in an entrepreneur program if you don't want to
go
God,
up
and
just
present
kill the rest. I'm so
and be
tired.
an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
I want to go sleep.
All right, moving on to the second.
No. I'm almost done with this. We're killing 6 more monster, and then I am bouncing out of this game to go sleep. I am so tired. So tired. I just, oof, sheesh. That being said, the first story, disgusting, really actually made me want to throw up. Everything after that, meh. But I feel like because they started with such a disgusting story from the get go, oh lord. Please don't be pigmented. Alright. Fuck, I'm tired. This is actually. I'm gonna fall asleep on the ad break time. Oh. Alright. Done. So tired. But that's enough. Jesus Christ, that's enough farming for today. Oh, nice. That thing is done leveling. I don't even have an affinity booster. I need an affinity booster. Because these things would have been done leveling hours ago if I had one. So, there you go. Okay. What time is it? It's only 11? I guess I must have like accumulated a lot of yeah, probably it's probably an accumulation of me not sleeping enough. You know what? It's fine. Because I will most likely stream again tomorrow, and if not the day after. That's usually how it goes. And if I don't stream for a while, it's because I am taking a break. But usually I sleep. I stream almost every day, so I'll do that. To the people who are watching on YouTube and Twitch, thank you very much. It's appreciated. I'm going to sleep, so I'll see you. What do you want? I'll see you on the next stream. And the cat is saying hi. Hello. Say hi. Say hi. Hey. All right. Bye bye.